What is up? Productivity and profit. Profit productivity depends on where you're watching. Real quick, if you want to get on the daily up to really strong daily, nickpeterson.com/bombs and thought bombs. nickpeterson.com/bombs. How to get people to adopt your stuff, things, change their behavior, the way to promote your cause, whatever it is. There's reasons why we struggle with this. Sometimes it's really easy, and then it gets difficult, which is confusing. Right? 4, 5, 6 people are like, "Wow, you're awesome." To spread your message, and nobody wants to hear it. And here's why: we start with people like us, right? Socioeconomic situation, language is similar, beliefs are similar. We start with people, and as we get further and further away from people like us, right? Different socioeconomic situation, different education backgrounds. Okay, the language starts to make sense. All of a sudden, we're not saying the same thing, and so good at what we do. We've done it so many times. We've done it with for people like us. We make a lot of assumptions that everybody else is similar. It's going to work the same for everybody else. Yada yada yada. I'm going to give you the 5 adoption decisions. I teach this in the arts, and I teach all 8 phases. How this is like in all 8 phases of business, but it's real life. Okay, before people adopt a new idea, innovation, they're looking for these 5 things, and we know what we do so well. We forget that it's not obvious. Okay, the first one is relative advantage. What is the advantage over Justin here? What's the relative advantage of doing video like you teach me to do it over what I'm doing now? It might be obvious to you as the provider or the expert, but what is the relative advantage? What is the perceived relative advantage from the others? We forget about that because we know it's so obvious to us that we don't understand how the relative advantage. What is the compatibility, right? So what is the compatibility? I want you, Kaylee, just dropping on here. If I want you to adopt my belief that my program is going to change your life, is that compatible with your family life? Is it with your religion? Is it compatible? These are things I have to ask myself if I want to help you make the decision to. And again, we forget this. We just assume that everybody we're talking to is like everybody else that we've with. Okay. The third one is complexity. So we have what's the advantage of your thing over the thing I'm already using? What's the compatibility of your thing? Religion, with my family life, with my beliefs, with my time management. Is this compatible with my life? What complexity, right? If it's new, I might not understand how simple it is. So the thought me from adopting is confusion. What is the complex thing you're asking me to do? Is it really, really simple, or is it complex? And if you don't make that explicit to your audience, the person you're trying to talk to, we're talking about business, relationships, anything, to adopt it can't be too complex. And really, really simple to me, because I do it every day, it might be incredibly complex to somebody else. I have to be aware of that and take action to bridge that gap. Okay, the fourth is there a level of trialability? Any way we can date before we get married? Way a free trial? Is there any way I can experience this so that I can experience the compatibility, the relative advantage without long-term commitment? So is there a level of trial? Every step, there's 12 phases in a relationship. There's 8 in a business. We still it down to 8. Every step, we want to show them a level of trialability, engage the complexity, compatibility, and relative advantage. Right, and the 5th one is observability. Okay, well, can I observe the results? Can I see people succeeding? It's kind of lowering your cholesterol, very low observability, right? Unless I get my blood work, look in the mirror, or look at anything in my everyday life, and that my cholesterol is lower. So prevention is really hard to sell. People like the idea of it, don't adopt it because the observability prevention is very, very, very low. So if you want people to adopt your idea, can we show them some sign, some evidence of it working? Right? Those are the questions every step. When you run a Facebook ad anywhere, can we show them one of those 5 decisions? Can we show them the relative advantage, the compatibility with their belief, the simplicity or the complexity? Can we give them a trialability, and can we have them observe what they look like? And then, boom, they fill out a form, application, call. Can we show them the 5 levels at this stage? Then they give you their money. Show them the 5 levels of it as they're getting onboarded, right? If you get past the onboarding, they might continue your program, probably, whatever. Right? So I teach that in R3 class. I give examples, all that stuff. But if you're stuck, if you used to do really, really well, and then you actually try advertising, marketing, outreach, and now you're hitting, it's because that really warm audience like you've kind of expanded beyond that. So they're not aware of the relative advantage. They're not aware of the compatibility. They're not complexity, trialability, or observability. They're not like you, right? It's cool. Take the steps to bridge those gaps, right? Hopefully, those are the 5 questions you should ask at every step. Showing that this is a good decision by addressing these 5 adoption decisions. R3class.com. I break down every step. I give example campaigns, all of companies that are doing it. I show my internal stuff. R3class.com. But you don't enroll in the class. Those are the questions you start asking yourself. Do not other people are stupid because they don't see the relative advantage. It's not their job to be more like you. If you're trying to sell them an idea, it is your job to meet them where they're. Cool.